Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Divide et Impera with the Realistic Legions mod. Now, in this episode, you are going to see us most likely lose for the first time. And I know from personal experience, it's kind of fun to watch the YouTuber lose a battle every now and then, because it doesn't usually happen very much. And here we're going to fight as hard as we can, and to be honest, we are probably going to potentially corner camp because that's the only way I see us getting out of this. And we're going to keep our cavalry outside of our little camping spot and hide them until they're fully committed. So let's see how that works. But anyway, I will be right back with the recording of the battle. So I'll see you guys in a second. Alright everyone, we are back and I have fought the battle, and it will be a very interesting battle, as you'll see. I'll show you the line of our troops. It looks pretty cool over in the corner. And the map was so weird. You'll see in a second what I mean. Maybe I could have used it to help us out a little more. Who knows? I definitely did not want to set up in those forests, though, as you see. All over here, that would be very bad for a defensive formation. We don't really have many light troops in this army. Any light melee troops, that is. But anyway, here we are. Our army is... Where did I put it? Oh, it's up here. So yeah, first the map. Extremely hilly, but yeah, we are setting up in this corner. Think of it as we're defending the top of this hill. Maybe I could have set up a little bit further down and gained a little bit more of a hill advantage, but I don't even really know if there's a full-on hill advantage in Rome 2. It doesn't explicitly say, like it does in any of the older Total Wars. But anyway, so we've got our line. Our plan is to basically have them hit this position as much as they can and commit all their cavalry. And eventually, because most of our units are spear units, we'll be able to take out their cavalry, and then it'll just be left with infantry. And then once that happens, infantry and archers will be able to sweep in with our cavalry, hit them in the flanks while they're all committed to this line, and rout them. Now, as you'll see, the AI does not quite fall into that trap. I won't spoil anything for you guys, but yeah, the battle ended up turning out very, very interesting. We'll take a look at some units we haven't looked at before. We've got our Histati, you've seen those. Here are the Syracusan hoplites that we recruited from Syracuse back when we had them as a client state. And these guys are cool. We've got 8. Let's compare them to our Triarii to see how good they are. Because they're similar units at this stage. Our Triarii have 9 melee attack and 20 melee defense. These guys have 8 melee attack and 18 melee defense, so they're slightly worse. 18 charge bonus, 19, 16 weapon damage, 17, 4 AP, 41 armor, 33 armor, base morale 56. Base morale 47, bonus versus cavalry 10, bonus versus cavalry 12, bonus versus elephants 14, bonus versus elephants 12, speed 1, speed 1. So yeah, basically the Triarii are a little bit better than the hoplites in most areas. How about the Principes? Even the Principes are actually better. Yeah, even the Principes are better. That's surprising. Are they better than the Histati? got slightly better melee or weapon damage than the Histati. Wow, they're not even as armored as the Histati. That's kind of dumb. You would think that hoplites would be like a lot more withstanding, but that's strange. These units are in defensive formation though. I think I put these guys in I think they're in, I hope, I'm pretty sure I put them in hoplite formation, like 99.9% sure. But anyway, here is our army. So that's everyone you haven't seen over here. We got our general over here to help keep everyone's morale up. But then we've got our cavalry units hidden over here. Here they are. Here's the Rayos Cav. Now, I really thought these guys were heavier than they really were. The unit icon made it seem like they were like lancers or something. Then we've got the Equites. They're always great. And we've got the Tarantines. They're also pretty good. Not great for charges, though. So, anyway, here we are. And let's make it a little bit quicker. Okay, that doesn't seem like it's going to do much. Here's their army. There's their Gallic warband, Iberian mercenaries, Libyan spearmen. Here's the heavy Spanish soldiers we saw. These guys are actually good. 921. Yeah, with 26 weapon damage. These guys are really good. Not bad morale either. Same morale as Citizen Cav. That Cav is really good. Then you got Sacred Band and the Carthaginian hoplites. There was actually a regular hoplite unit here too. These guys. Not as good as our Syracusian hoplites. But any hoplite unit is going to look pretty epic. And then we got the general. Sacred Band Cav. They've got so much Cav. As you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then another like 5 in this army. Because these 4 and then the general. So they had a total of 10 cavalry against 3, 4 if you want to count our general. We are incredibly outnumbered here. And because of DEI, we couldn't really have pushed that first army and defeated it in time before their reinforcements caught up, I don't believe. But who knows? Who knows what would have happened? Anyway, let's keep going. Can we... No. This is probably actually faster than the fastest speed. But they're almost... Oh, excuse me. They're almost here anyway. So we're good. Oh, they're starting to pepper us. Now, I would like to think that if my... Actually, I'll hold that thought. I'll hold that thought. That's more of a... I'll explain it once it happens. I'm just excited about this battle. I want to explain it already. Ooh, interesting. They had a false charge. Oh yeah, I know, and they started peppering my general, so I made him form Testudo. Here they go. Starting off with the cavalry charges into my units, as I hoped they would. Now I actually turned off most of these jabs to not fire at will because I wanted to choose their targets for them, but maybe I should have let them do that because that cav you can see comes away from these charges against spear units not very damaged at all. This one's even doing well. Actually, not yet. But yeah, as you can see, normally Total War logic, if you charge your cavalry head-on into a spear unit, it will get slaughtered. But I guess if it's heavy enough cav, then it will do pretty well. So we've got the line starting to form up now. You can see up here. Yeah, here it is. We've got our line of spears all formed up, just trying to hold for as long as they can, and for these guys to get up in here too, so then we can charge them out. But some of our units in the center are going to start doing something really weird that is going to make it very difficult. Might have been, oh, it was that order that caused that. You can see they started pushing out of formation, and this will eventually cause our center to stop holding so strongly. Like, see how this line is really clean, and it was before they moved out? I think if it stayed like that, we could have held here a lot longer, and even potentially long enough for our cav to come in and sweep through their rear. But look at this. Our unit right here is pushing out really aggressively. I didn't order them to do that, by the way. I think it's that order I gave them to reform their ranks, and then suddenly it made them want to push out. Now look at it. They're being completely surrounded now by Sacred Band. So that, honestly, it was kind of the game that might have caused our center to stop being so secure. Because now look, they're completely surrounded. They're down to 94 where they had a lot. So now we're throwing in, and these guys are starting to get out of formation too. I threw our Thureos spears up in here to try and solve that problem before it got really bad. Now, and it's not even our yeah, look at these guys. Their formation's completely broken now too. They've even got their Carthaginian hoplites breaking through. So, yeah, for the future, don't tell them to do that when they're holding a line like this, because it will mess up your formation like nothing else. But anyway, over here, our light hoplites are not doing well against these Carthaginian cav charges. This is heavy cav too, so they're just charging straight in and taking these guys out. But yeah, look, this unit they swooped in and took advantage of this unit being out of formation, because now it's starting to drop. Same thing with this one too. Our flanks, which is actually where I expected to be a little bit more dangerous, because we had our what are they called, Hastati there instead of our Principes. Our flanks are actually holding the strongest, and it's because they're staying in a really organized lines. So yeah, look, our Principes here are getting close to breaking. I wonder why. Maybe it's because you guys are completely out of formation. Same with them. Our Triarii are holding here really well. And then we've got these Principes also completely out of formation now. Honestly, it could have been their hoplites pushing us out of formation. That could have been part of it. Because if you've noticed, these hoplites have all pretty much wedged themselves in between our lines there, and pretty much completely between all of our units right here. That's how it started anyway. And then they slipped to their light and medium infantry in through those cracks to completely surround our units. But anyway, we brought our cav up. I thought, all right, it's now or never. I was thinking our cav isn't going to be of any use if our whole line breaks first before we use them. So I brought them in. You can see they're all no longer hidden anymore. And out of the woodworks, out of these lines, just their cav comes pouring. So I thought we dealt with a lot of their cav already because they'd been charging our units. And then all of a sudden, a lot of them just form up. Most of them are down to like half strength. Some of them aren't at all. Some of them, like the Sacred Band cav, are doing really well still. But 10 half-strength units are gonna overwhelm 3 full-strength units pretty easily, especially when they have all these Sacred Band units out here that haven't committed yet. Oh, I didn't notice that. But also, I don't think this cav is great in melee. They don't have very much armor. I didn't really take a look at their stats. I just assumed that they'd be good because they were expensive. So anyway, while this cav battle's going on out here, and I had false hope. Some of them actually started to rout, as you can see, so that made me want to commit them. And now is when the rest of their cav comes pouring out, along with they're getting some of their units committed. And our cav starts routing really quickly. I didn't look, but their morale is only 42. That's not good. That's really bad. So that unit started running really quickly. I think part of it is just they became surrounded a little bit quick, and they didn't like that. So already we're down to 2 cav units. I noticed my flanks are starting to clear up around the edges. So we're going to start charging forward. I see they've got some units ready to run over here. So we're going to try to outflank them. This unit, though, is at steady morale. And our other Principes is also at steady. They're also both almost at half strength. So, yeah, we're going to lose them pretty soon. And they've got a lot of hoplites all over here, so there's not. Look at these guys are just pushing through our formation. So that's exactly what was happening. It's almost like they're pulling through our lines. So yeah, that was not great. Not great at all. When they have these types of number advantages, though, I don't mind if they pull through, because that's what would happen. I think they'd use their numbers to push us back. So yeah, our center is now starting to break. Not good. It actually started with our Triarii, which, if you don't know, Triarii actually give your units a morale bonus. Oh, there goes another one of our units. This unit's starting to break, but anyway, the Triarii starting to run. Their morale bonus, I think we're keeping these units up and fighting. But now that they're gone and that morale bonus is gone, it's not enough. They start running. So yeah, now we lost both those units, and we're starting to need to commit our levies. It is looking terrible, absolutely terrible. Most of our units over here are starting to run or get outflanked. Most of our units in the center are already outflanked. And then over on the left, we're holding all right, but they've got a couple of units of Sacred Band here. And I figured oh wait, no, our Equites are still over here. They're caught pretty much in between all of these units, and if we tried to pull them out, a lot of them would die. So I figured we might as well keep them in here. They'll die soon anyway, and to be frank, our units are all about to start running. They still have plenty of cav. As you can see, they've got this unit here, those 2 units. They've got more units scattered amongst all these units. So we are still routing some of them every now and then. But yeah, now our equites are about to run. Um, yeah, another expensive unit. Yeah, and there they go. So they're out of here. And we've got our general in here now, just trying to do what he can. Um, I wasn't sure if this army would be destroyed or not after. I'm not sure how that works when you don't have any movement points left. And I don't think they were completely surrounded. So I'm trying to preserve some of my units. I'm not allowed to retreat them. There's no retreat option anywhere. We actually get this route done on one of their Sacred Band Hoplites. So that was good. We've got more of our units though over here. I should have tried to route this one too. So that'd be another unit they couldn't get back anytime soon. They're doing the smart thing and trying to pull them out. But anyway, as you can see, they just have a huge blob of units that are gonna. All their Sacred Band are now over here too. They're all fresh. So, or active, mostly fresh. And there's nothing we can do. All we got is levies and a couple of Principes and Estati scattered around in different areas. But yeah, they're all about to run. Oh, that was there. Look how many units they have. It's crazy. Yeah, no, I definitely think I'm torn whether I should have used my general as part of that cav group or not, because the Roman general is very powerful, very good. 53 charge bonus. That's awesome. That's why they do so much damage when they charge. And I just kind of kept them sitting there. Maybe our forces would have broken a lot quicker if they didn't have the morale bonus of the general nearby, but I'll never know. I will know that this army is royally screwed. That you can probably have guessed from the opening of that battle. But anyway, we are lost. I don't know how many people could have won that battle. The amount of cav. If it was more infantry and less cav, I could have won that just based off of morale. But their cav just absolutely destroyed. And our cav sucked. It ran so fast. I was actually pretty sad. I was pretty sad about that. I'm not going to be recruiting those guys again. That's for sure. Stick with some good Roman equites. But here our general's about to run. I actually kind of wanted him to, but also have him run while he's like out here so he could get off safely. Yeah, didn't know it would end up being futile anyway. But yeah, here go the rest of our units. Everyone's running. So it was a close victory, and we did actually kill more of them than they killed of us, as we should, since we were the defenders. And they ended up losing a couple of units too, which was nice. You can see some of our units did very well. Our Syracusan Hoplites, 268 kills. Triarii, 264. As you can see, our cavalry all severely underperformed. But all of our infantry did really well. We just didn't really have enough of them. Not at all. So yes, that is the battle. And as we'll see on the campaign map really soon, they were completely wiped out. Not because we actually lost all of them in the actual battle, but because I guess they were considered to be completely out of movement points and isolated. So if an army dies under those circumstances, then they die for real. So they're gone. Too bad. Along with the general, he's dead. So I'm gonna have to deal with the consequences of that in the political area, because his faction is not going to be happy that he died in battle. We'll see. They are happy when their people fight battles, so maybe they'll cancel each other out a little bit, but we'll have to see. Anyway, Carthage now has 4 armies in Sicily. I was not expecting that. That's why I thought I could push that army down. I thought they only had 2, and since it was still winter, they were both down here. But they had 2 hidden away, either in ambush or just off the coast. So yeah, they're gone. As you can see, they are no longer here. And Syracuse is about to fall. So not much we can do about that. This army is going to be kind of screwed. We can actually see what's in it now. We haven't been able to yet. Lots of junk, actually. They've even got Greek citizens. I don't think you can recruit those. Yeah, this army is going to not do well on the balance bar that the AI uses. But most of our strength is up in the north. This is where most of the battles took place last episode. All of the battles, actually. We recently took Patavium, Octoduron, and Medland, and Genoa. All very recently. So we are doing well up north, and that is helping us gain more of a base of power to push into the south from. So again, the main reason I don't want to push down here is because of this. You know, I can't necessarily deal with them right now. Anyway, let's see here. What do I want to build over here? Picking one of these. The Stationis Vigilium. This is exactly what I wanted to build. It's going to give us public order, which we don't really need. Minus growth, which I think this region is close to being fully grown. No, not quite, but minus banditry. I don't think we need that either. But bonus to garrison morale and defense in this region. That's really good. So we'll have more line of sight across borders, and security against agents. So once we upgrade this, we'll be able to get more units to help defend. Yeah. Which I have a feeling we are going to need. So let's grab that. And we're going to need to... That was Legio 1 Italica we lost down there too. So we're going to need to start rebuilding that. Now, where do we want to build it in? I don't think there's... Oh, let's take a look at our politics screen really quick. So that was Junia we just lost. They're at minus 10 now. Oh. Actually, oh, that might have been our own person who just died. Yeah, I think that was our own person. So we don't have any consequences for losing someone, as we usually do, which is actually excellent. So let's start raising another army here. Let's check who doesn't have any armies in the field right now. I suppose we can just check here. Junia doesn't. You know, maybe they did lose someone. I'm gonna check one more time. Junia, why are you... It's interesting. It's not any of our reasons why you're so angry. Yeah, weird. Kind of need to get rid of this guy. He's his xenophobe thing isn't very good. So Junia, that's who we need to recruit another army with. So let's raise forces. Cornelia, Junia, Cornelia, Papyra, Cornelia, Junia. +1 growth, 10 civil research, 4 tax rate, 2 cultural conversion, 2 gravitas, -1 growth. He's not actually very good as a general. No, he's actually horrible as a general. He'd be a good governor if we just have him sit in a city, but as a general, he's awful. How's this guy? Alright, yeah, we'll give you guys another character. And we'll reinstate number 1. How's the population doing here? Plenty of plebs, it seems. How about here? Do we want to recruit from... No, they're still building up. So we haven't owned that place for very long. Now, what do we want to build? Yeah, our actual Roman units aren't going to be much less expensive, or much more expensive than getting the Rudian infantry, which are really good, and we're definitely going to get in this army. But I'm just going to start throwing some of them in the army right now. There we go. That should be good. Anything else you want to do this turn before we end? Raffetti, you want peace yet? No. Nori, we'll just take a look. Helvetii. You guys are almost dead anyway.
Sure you have many
no. Alright, let's take a look at our agents really quick. Oh, we actually do want to do stuff with these armies. We haven't moved them yet.
Commander, at your command. We hunger for battle.
Where's my agent? Here they are. So they've got about 1.5 armies. This army seems pretty easy to destroy. They don't really have any good units. Alright, let's bring her back. Alright, yeah, they do have another army up here.
How may I serve you?
Ready for orders.
I think
Ready for orders. We hunger for battle.
we move this army up
At your command.
to defeat this army. Although, if they run,
make haste, men.
maybe we aim for an ambush.
Concealed from view.
And then this army,
At your command. Advance.
bring them over.
At your command.
And it says we'll have both of our units, both of our armies available. Ah, he's gonna run.
March.
Yeah,
Ready for battle.
that's what I would have thought.
At once.
Well, I guess he can just get a little better then. How's this one doing? Why don't I take them off taxes? No, that's not gonna do anything. I actually wouldn't mind. Oh, no, we do want to keep that one, because we're going to go for these settlements soon, too. Well, I think that's about everything we can do up here. We're going to want to keep our spy over here, so we can see what's going on. Oh, here's their other army. They've got the elephants, too. Duh. So much Carthaginian force over here. Alright, let's... Oh, one of our people has an unassigned skill. Is it one of our governors? It is. You have anything else we want? For food and for growth. That could be good.
How can I serve Rome?
Good old Roma is getting
Commander.
very wealthy. Anyway, let's continue the turn and see what happens. Carthage are about to take Syracuse. Yeah, there it is. Oh boy. Oh, nice. Oh my gosh, nice. Oh, we need to get down there and support them as soon as we can. They just repelled like 3 armies on their own. What the heck? What the heck? Need to go and destroy the rest of these armies. Good job, Epirus. That was awesome. Syracuse are still technically alive, but not for much longer. Alright, that's one army down here. The Raffetti are raiding their ally. That's pretty funny. Oh, here we go. Big battle against the barbarians. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4 units of cav in that army, and then 5, 6, 7. 7 in this army. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 counting our general, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 counting our other general. And then, ooh, this third army is actually not that bad anymore. They're getting pretty good. I think these Italian swordsmen are made of plebs, which is why they're taking a while to recruit, but as you can see though, this is going to be a very big battle. So we're going to fight this, and it'll probably end the episode. If it doesn't, we'll keep going, but I'll be back with the replay for you guys. Alright everyone, we are back, and this battle is frankly quite awesome. We have two huge armies duking it off with each other. One giant barbarian army and one giant Roman army. Now our army is actually probably larger by about 500 men or so. To be fair, actually, now that we think about it, I will actually withdraw the garrison army off of the field because we essentially can only have 40 units on the field at a time that we can control. The rest of them just kind of like sit off on the border, and I wanted good units, not garrison units in my army to control. So yeah, you'll see me withdraw these guys off of here, but essentially here's our main army.
We must make them proud that
I
we
think
are their
this might be
defenders.
led by our
For the
leader
lads,
too.
Our Roman gods are watching.
Not 100%
Make
sure.
sure they are not ashamed.
Oh, it would be cool if their capes were the color of their party. That would be really cool.
Stand easy.
I don't
Stand
know
easy.
if that's the case though.
On and make ready.
Here's our general. Anyway, and we've got our army ready to face off against them. So my army, this is the garrison army. I'm gonna immediately withdraw them. This is the actual army I want in here. So let's check. Are there? No, I don't think I have two Cornelia generals. So that would be so cool though, imagine. But anyway, we've got our cavalry over here.
Weapons clean, men.
And Subrian Cav, these guys are pretty good. And then our companion Cav, I almost thought those were Equites, but they're Italian, so I think that's why they call themselves Equites. Anyway, here is the battle is about to begin real shortly. We've got our good old pike phalanx right here. We'll see how everyone does. Let's look at these guys. The giant battle is about to take place. Now then they actually stop in front of us, so we're actually going to charge them. Yeah, here they go. With our axemen. Here they go. Anyway, let's get in here. Now that was actually a bad idea because we have our normal pikemen right here. Those guys were kind of in place to keep our pikemen safe on either flank, so we're gonna have to make sure to push out with both those units. But anyway, here's the battle. We've got our cav battle going on out here. They are sending some spearmen to help out though. I don't like that, so we're gonna. Oh, sorry about that. That is my phone. And I didn't realize this, but we might be getting some friendly fire on our pikemen. But this short swords unit is not going to do very well against the pikes, who will not let them get in range at all. We've got more melee going on over here. Now we're starting to order our second army up onto the flank. Got this battle going on over here still. We actually routed two of their units. They're very light cavalry units, so they're gonna fall very quickly to our men. But anyway, we're gonna try to withdraw them a little bit so we can fight these two cav units without fighting that spear unit. But anyway, the battle is looking good so far. You can see this part of the front lines pushed up a little bit more. But that's alright, because we have these guys coming in to support them. So that's actually in our favor a little bit. So more of their cav is starting to win. We've got a bunch of our cav hitting their flank. Anyway, here's our pikemen, still holding the center along with some of these principes. And so far it's continuing to be pretty orderly. They've got a little bit of a blob over here, but we can deal with that. We've got our Veneti mercenaries over here, and they're actually really good. These guys are really good. So we won't have to worry about their units. They do have their AP damage too, so they're going to puncture right through enemy's armor, which is a source of, I didn't notice this, These guys chased that unit out here, got out of line. That's not good. But any bit of a blob forming over here now too. I keep getting distracted. Anyway, over here we were starting to get outflanked, but we're wrapping some units around to help keep this flank protected. Cavalry battle going on over here again. We're most likely going to win that because we've got better units over there than they do. Pikemen doing alright. They're slowly wrapping up their kills, as you can see. Another light shot cav unit about to go up against our Ligurian cav. Our units are better. Yeah, they are very light shot cav, but we're about to have another one here. And anyway, our units have for the most part arrived up here, and they are going full force into this section, into the section that's pushed up. So probably reacting to the fact that we have most of our units over there too. Our cavalry play was very good in this battle, and our jabs are also all going to get a decent amount of kills. Anyway, our Histadi, this is our best Histadi on the field. Potentially one of our best units because of how experienced they are. They are pushing this flank out, and now we're going to start to wrap around their flank a little bit. They've got a lot of forces over here. They've got their slingers firing in. They engage this artillery way over here on our furthest flank possible, but we did just rout their cav, so we're about to have free reign in the back over here. Anyway, our center is getting strained a little bit, as you can see. Some of our units are starting to become very diminished, but luckily they are very high morale and high defensive units, so they will hold. They will hold for a while. As that guy said in the background, they are prepared to die if need be, but we don't want them to do that because they are experienced, they are valuable, and they are Roman. We will not let our fellow Romans die in such a manner. Anyway, we've got another small battle going on the flank, and we moved all of our other infantry off. So they're trying to divert these guys with some cav, but this cav that they have is very bad. And yeah, we're starting to wrap them around on their flanks. Large cav battle going on over here, but we brought our general in, and he is going to heavily outclass anything the enemy can field. But our cavalry is starting to get pretty damaged over here. Lots of these are supposed to be missile cav, and they've been doing a lot of fighting. But as you can see, some of them are already starting to rout. We've got our cav wrapping around their flanks. Yeah, this battle is going to be wrapped up fairly shortly. We've even got a charge going in to help support the center. We brought in some more Histadi to relieve these forces that have been up here for a long time. And now that our center is completely safe, our units over on the flanks can have a field day, completely demolishing their flanks. And as you can see, we've even got our skirmishers throwing in jabs now, so they're going to start dropping like flies. And more of our units continue to wrap around their flanks. Beautiful sight. Anyway, look at this. We're about to get, not all these units are about to charge because they're very low on men. They're actually going to get a chance to throw their missiles. So, but to be honest, we probably won't even need to use our infantry very soon, or our cavalry to rout these guys very soon, because our infantry are wrapping around and are about to do it for us. And our general, one of our generals, has an ability called War Cry, which gives a pretty hefty morale hit to any unit that he uses that ability on. And yeah, that's going to help out tremendously, taking out some of these units that otherwise would have lasted a lot longer because of their pretty good morale. And again, that's why I like to get that ability when I upgrade my generals. But as you can see, their units, huge rout over here. All of our infantry are about to start gaining a lot of experience by killing off all these dudes. And yeah, huge rout on the left flank. Now it's only their center, with most of those units that came in as reinforcements and are still relatively fresh. Actually, they wouldn't be fresh. It looks like they ran the whole way here. You can see that because most of them are tired or very tired. Well, that's part of the reason why they didn't do very well, I would guess. But as you can see, we are absolutely demolishing them. Their general is all by himself over here. He's done pretty well. Botros is his name, but he's about to run. We've just got hordes and hordes of Romans. I'm not even organizing them very much anymore. We're throwing in our generals now. Probably not a great idea, to be honest. I thought about it after I committed them already, because that was a bit impatient of me. One of them could have died, and it wouldn't have lost us the battle, but it would have been a major inconvenience, because that happened a couple episodes, actually, where we were about to win the battle, and then I threw in my general just to make them rout quicker, and then he died. Completely unnecessary, but luckily it wasn't one of my own party members. But anyway, you can see, yeah, there goes the ability, cause that unit to rout a little bit quicker. And yeah, here they go. They are about to run. Their units are screwed. Pretty much completely surrounded. Our men are very excited that they get all this free slaughter on all these barbarians. And when you think about it, these barbarians didn't really even do anything to deserve this. If you go back a couple episodes, we came up to the north and conquered it because we thought, well, none of them want to be friendly with us, an ally or anything like that. So we're going to conquer it instead. That way we can gain some money for a fleet against Carthage and all that stuff. And the faction we attacked, there on their border was another faction, and it had conquered the Veneti's territory, which was the next area we wanted to expand. And then they made the mistake of leaving both of their territory cities wide open. And because of that, we were able to go in there and very easily take both their cities. And then both their armies were completely unsupported and quickly began to disintegrate because of a lack of food, a lack of money. And then, yeah, they did. The downside of this, though, is they did have two allies. And that is, one of those allies is who we're dealing with on the battlefield today. So, they probably didn't deserve this, but in order to build an empire, you have to be a bit ruthless. And that is what we are being right here, as you can see. We are the Roman war machine, and we don't even have our good units yet, so the barbarians, the poor barbarians, don't even know the extent of the amount that they're going to be slaughtered in the future. Anyway, we need to turn around and play these, because I would like to, I kept the, I don't want to end the battle yet, because right now we're just wiping off all of their units that routed, and I wanted to make sure that they didn't get any units back. That way we'd be able to go in and sweep through their one city very quickly. And in order to do that, we had to manually chase them all down, which is always kind of annoying. Especially in the replay, you can't really go back and skip through that. But let's take a look at our look at all these bodies. This is where that huge cav battle happened. You can see all the dead cavalrymen. All barbarians out here though, for the most part. Because the barbarians we were using were also out here. There are a couple dead Romans though. Dead Italians, I should say. Not all of those were Roman. But anyway, some more fighting took place over here. Seems like it's mostly barbarians. Now over here is where the real fighting happened. You can see the battle lines all along the ground. This is where we slaughtered most of them, as you can see. Yeah, look at that. These guys just standing among the bodies. It's too bad that there's not guys like writhing around on the ground like there were in Shogun. That would be cool. Because it's like a lot of them would probably be wounded too. Look at all these bodies. Jeez. This is where the heaviest fighting probably took place. And then we slaughtered them out here. Look at all that. Insane. Got about a minute left. Then, yeah, out here this is all from them trying to run away. And as you can see, we did not let them do that. When I was younger, I used to think it'd be cool if, it'd be cool. I think it'd be cool now, but when I was younger, I used to think that you had a higher chance of, saving some of your downed men if you were able to, like, get your units over where a bunch of the bodies are. Kind of makes sense in a young mind. If your units are over, like, say in this area longer, without any enemies, and then, while the battle is going, then there will be, especially closer to after these men fell, the more of them might be saved. That's what I thought when I was younger with these games, but that's not how it works. It's all just based off of your general stats, how many of them you'll save. But anyway, we had 10,000 against 9,500, but we didn't use about 3,000 of those. So really it was about 7,000 versus 9,000. We lost about 1,300 men. They lost almost 9,000. And yeah, you can see they killed. We had a little bit of friendly fire, but not all that much. Same with them, but we killed so many of them. Our best unit in this army was our general, who killed over 500 of them. How about our best infantry unit? They did really well and barely lost anyone. This Principe unit took a lot of casualties, but it looks like it was the Venetti. Oh no, the Rurari killed a bunch of them too, but the Venetti killed. No, the Rurari absolutely annihilated them. Wow, they must have killed a lot of the routing units, but the Venetti probably killed the most normally. But anyway, you can see their units did not do very good. Not at all. So let's get back into the campaign. Now we're almost out of time, actually. We're almost at an hour now. So I'll get this up and we can finish out the turn and end the episode. 2 more battles, so we really aren't gonna reach the reforms this episode. I mean, I don't mind fighting battles. Battles are fun, especially big battles like that. Nice to fight that after losing that other battle against the Carthaginians. It was almost like we slaughtered them because of that. But anyway, I'm getting a little bit tired too. While we're waiting on the loading screen, I finally was able to get hired for a job that I actually wanted. So not many of you will hear that, but I'm very excited. And might mean a little bit less time for YouTube, but I don't mind at all. Anyway, we did enslave them also.
Commander,
So we're gonna use this guy. Go up here.
our path is blocked.
Yeah. Kill off both those guys. There we go. Enslave a couple of them.
Ready for battle. On the move.
And then we'll move him up.
Make haste, men. You have further orders? Commander. Commander?
Oh yeah. If they attack us there, they're definitely gonna die. How's our garrison doing in Octogeron? Not very good. Not very good at all. We had a mission to actually make an army here. We'll be rewarded. The thing is, if they take it, I wouldn't mind horribly, because then I could, oh, no, that's right. I want to keep these territories. Sequani, do you guys want to be friends?
Be welcome.
No.
The spirits of
They were at war with the Helvetii too, so they're very happy that we killed them. We did it for them. Just kidding, we did it for ourselves. Anything else we need to do? We could make an amphitheater up here now. Throw one of those.
ready for battle.
Throw some more units in here. Here's our Hastati.
Soldiering. It's a good
1,
life.
2, 3. And then a unit of Equites, maybe? Yeah, that'll do it. 4 units. Here's our navy. Next turn, we go in here and we take them out once and for all.
At your service. Treading softly. There is more I could do. In Rome's service, I never tire.
Steal some of their food, as always. Alright, we're going to... Oh, that's right, Carthage just lost a bunch of their armies because of these guys.
My skills are yours.
Anyway, we're going to end the turn. And maybe see if we can take that city without many losses. No, they lost another army. Wow. What the heck is happening, Carthage? Epirus is being a beast on the balance bar. Like, jeez. Oh, and Syracuse is completely open now. Oh my gosh. Oh, why did I lose my army? Oh. Gee, dang it. Maybe we can recruit a bunch of mercenaries. We'll see. We will see. We are gaining territory up in the north, and that's what we wanted. That is what we wanted. Look at this. This is weird. It's like a normal barbarian city with like Greek. What? How did they run right by me? I was right there. Oh, that's stupid. That's super stupid. What the heck? That pisses me off. That pisses me off a lot. Oh, here we go. Well, they attacked us. They must have been able to see us. Oh, man. Alright. Well, we'll fight this battle next. They didn't take the city, which makes me a little bit happy, at least. But I really think that's stupid. I guess you have to run right by it. Or maybe they just knew where we were, or I don't really know how ambushes work. I thought they'd have to go into our zone of control. But, oh well, we'll figure it out next time, guys. Until then, thanks for watching, and hope you like those battles. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.